Hello everyone, this is HaydenTravels, a video diary of my travels. Okay, so this is entry number one. Flights here, let's talk about being in transit for like 40 hours. It's not fun. Um, pretty uncomfortable, let's be honest. But I survived. The longest flight was 12 hours, but I was actually asleep for ages, like maybe even 8 hours on that flight. Was not, don't let that mistake you for being comfortable, because I was not. But I did sleep, and it didn't seem that long. Um, um, yeah. I met there was this guy on that 12-hour flight. The first flight was really quite awful. I watched Ice Age 4, which is absolute bullcrap because it brought absolutely nothing original to anything ever. And yeah, that's enough about that. Anyway, I met this guy on the 12-hour flight, which was China to LA, and he was from Texas, and he actually had lived in Perth, which is, for those that don't know, a capital city of Australia, and, well, of Western Australia, and yeah, and so we actually got to talk, sort of compare cultures, like, because he had, you know, yeah, so that was really interesting. I got to sort of talk to him about that sort of thing, and he also, we had like sort of we actually talked for like 4 hours, where we talked about, something, art, but not art, like, entertainment, like, what specifically we went into, like, comedy, like what comedy is, what makes comedy good, what good comedy is, and yeah, this is wobbly, I'm sorry. I seriously have his chair on this bed right now. Okay. Oh, when I arrived, I was looking around, like, taking the shuttle to the hotel. I was looking around like, everything here is dead, all the plants are dead. And it suddenly hit me that is what autumn/winter is like in America. Or at least, you know, in the vast majority of America. Well, I'm in the south, like, tropical Florida, so I'm gonna say all of America. Yeah, I've never experienced an autumn where things actually properly died like that. So, that was interesting. Blah 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 blah. I realised, even like today, this is day 2, I think, I've been here, because I sort of just slept all of day 1. I arrived early morning. Yeah, is that I've realised, after even today, just like navigating the public transport, I don't feel like I need anyone here with me to help me get around or help me understand things, and I think that's really important. Like, because this trip is sort of about being independent, you know, seizing my autonomy, and yes, that was really comforting to know that I got across all these countries, planes, public transport, and I'm fine. I didn't need anyone else, and that's really a positive thing that I've realised. Americans, this was a random thing I noticed, that you all seem to have really white teeth, and it's like a ritual that you go through since birth, that you have to whiten your teeth. Australia is really small and really young. This is something that has just sort of been hitting me. Just even when I landed in China, flying over Guangzhou, it was just huge, 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 huge. I've never seen so many buildings in my life, especially so close together. And yeah, and then flying over LA, seeing it was at night, so it was all lit up, and then flying over the middle of America at night, and seeing all these spots of light everywhere on the ground. Like, I've never actually, I can't remember ever flying over inland area, you know? I've always flown over water or the coastline. Because in Australia we're just like on the coasts, that we haven't colonized in any large way the inside of our country. And that's, yeah, it just sort of I already knew this, that Australia was young and small, but it's just with the context of seeing these other places, it's just really hits you. Just like, what? Like, I'm pretty sure LA is probably bigger than all of our capital cities combined. Like, yeah. So that's good. And just interestingly, my shuttle driver was from New York, and because the other American in the shuttle with me, he asked, as soon as the guy was from New York, he asked if he had been in 9/11, like was there for 9/11, not in it, and he had. He was working like a mile away. He said, and he was actually supposed to meet someone at the restaurant at the top of the tower the day it happened, but it was at night, so he wasn't in any danger specifically, except for the fact that it was close. Yeah, so that was kind of cool, and it was interesting to hear two Americans talk about that. Or really, this other guy was like, and he was like, Osama bin Laden got his justice, and I was like, I don't know, I didn't really have a reaction to it, but I just thought it was very interesting that conversation happened on the first, like, day, like, not even day, hour I was there. Yeah, so today I went out into the world and went to Florida Mall and the factory outlets and bought some stuff that I needed to buy for the showcase, and it was fine. My feet are really sore, but yeah, I worked out the public transport system, the 42 bus, it's the bus for me, International Drive bus, and tomorrow I'm going to go to downtown Disney, so that should be fun. I think I want to go see Skyfall as well. Yeah, so, oh, I got my American SIM card. I'm waiting for the phone thing to download to restore my phone and, you know, use that, so that's good. That got sorted, and I can use, like, I love being in America because I can use Hulu and, you know, sites that are always blocked in my country. There's always sites and videos and stuff that are like, you can't watch this because it's not available in your country right now, and now I can. I'm actually holding up this iPhone with a jar of Vegemite. And on that note, goodbye until next time.